Okay, this is the backpack. You're not looking at my butt, you're looking at the backpack. Can you see the backpack? It's the way it looks on me. It's a nice backpack. This is a Targus backpack. It's a very thin backpack. There's videos about this backpack. Okay, welcome to the backpack. Now, before I get really deep into this backpack here, there's a couple things I want to tell you about this backpack. This is a backpack like a Ripcord. Bought this thing twice. The reason I bought it twice was, at first I bought it, this is from Targus. I'm going to show you the name over here because I can't exactly remember the name of the backpack. But when I bought this here, I had a flaw with a screw that's behind here. That screw came loose. I bought this at a very good price. I wasn't aware that the backpack was going to go discontinued almost immediately after I purchased it, but I got it at a good price. And when I said, hey, Targus, I got a problem with my backpack, they said, okay, send it to us, we'll replace it or repair it. When it got to their factory, you know what those idiots did? They said, oh, well, it's broken. We don't have that tiny little screw. We can't ship it back to you. We need you to go and get, not proof, what do they want? We need you to go onto our website and pick another backpack. And I'm saying to myself, are you kidding me? You want me to pick another backpack? I can't do that. I want this backpack. And at the end of the day, that was the answer. I had to go and get a different backpack. That different backpack is actually oh, that was sweet. Checking on somebody in Okalika, making sure they're okay. So that person is okay. All right. So we're going to put this on. At the end of the day, I got another backpack. You will see that other backpack coming up soon. Because this is how I keep getting more backpacks stacked on top of backpacks, stacked on top of backpacks. Why did I buy this bag? I bought this bag because, A, it was Targus. I know Targus, they make good stuff. I know they make big, heavy bags, but this was a lighter bag. And I bought it because I wanted to carry around my 15-inch laptop, my MacBook. No, it was a PowerBook? It was one of those. It's the one with the bezel, with the plastic bezel on the top. There's like 3 different pieces. There's like metal, and then plastic, and then metal again. So over time, I do apologize. My phone is blowing up. Yeah, that was the tone that you think it was. Final Fantasy, baby. So, like I said, it was metal and then plastic and then metal. Now, altogether, this was nice and tight, but over time, what would happen is, because the bottom was getting so hot, it would start to seep away a little bit, and it would actually do like a little drip, like a metallic drip, because it was aluminum. And then the top, because the bottom was so hot and the plastic would start to chip in the middle, it would get loose, so it would end up being like this, and that's how I created the monster laptop that I had. My new machine is immune to this here because it's a metallic brick. So, back to this backpack. This backpack is awesome. One of the unique things is its shape. It's basically, it's oval shape. It's oval shaped here. It's got a one-piece back, a little bit of breathable padding in the back here. This is nice nylon. It feels good. Like I said, I always say a good backpack should feel good while you don't have on a shirt. Now, I'm not gonna say you gotta go all Metal Gear Solid running around with, topless and and showing your pecs and everything. I'm not saying you're gonna do all of that, but it does feel good to have a backpack that doesn't hurt you when you're walking around with nothing else on but a pair of shorts and shoes. Another feature that I like was this is when they started to make really long cords or straps, because they used to make these things like that. They used to make them that long, and it was never enough. So this is when they started to make longer ones, because they started to realize larger people wear backpacks too. We don't just fling it over our shoulder because that's the style. We want something we can put on our back nicely and securely. This does not have a sternum strap. This is before we got all into the sternum crap. It does have toes. I thought that was interesting because, this is not a backpack that is gonna. This backpack is never going to stand on its own, but they did give it toes or little pads down here. I mean, in case you're at a subway, you want to rest it down a little bit, and you don't want the filth or wetness of what's on the ground to get absorbed into your backpack. It could happen. This is odd because I don't think there's any other way to say this here, but this thing has like nipples. So what you do is you just, flip here, flip there, and you pop this bad boy open, and you are introduced to orange. Now, my first thought was, because I did have to buy this backpack a second time. Years later, I found the name of it, hunted the backpack down on eBay. There was a guy who was selling it. This is from that guy. He's very willing to sell it at a very good price. I believe at the same price as what I originally purchased it for many, many moons ago. And when I got it, I was like, I don't know why he got rid of this backpack. It's in fairly good shape. I was like, I'm impressed. And it took me 2 seconds to realize why he got rid of this backpack. He got rid of the backpack not because of the bag itself, because it looked like he didn't really use it that much. He used something else. And this is a specialty of this bag here. This bag came with an insert. This is what the guy wanted to use. He wanted to use the insert so that he can transport whatever the heck he was transporting. This is a special feature where you have a backpack, a thin backpack, that has an extra padding for your laptop. This is the reason why I bought this here. Because originally this is the reason why I wanted it, because number one, it could give me extra protection when I was out in the field. And number two, I really like the color orange. Number three, my wife had just purchased something called laptop Lunchables. Well, this is basically bento style eating. So I should be able to put an entire meal in here and eat from it at work. The cool thing is, this is thin enough to slide right in there and still leave me space for some junk. Now, I'm going to open up the second part here. You start to understand why I was not super happy when I got this backpack originally. So I made some modifications. The backpack has room for ink pens and pencils, business cards, wallet if you want to, extra papers, but it does not have an official key hook. So what I did was I got one of these looping things here, and basically I always keep my keys on a loop anyway, hook, and there you go, made my own little keychain, because the idiots that designed this here never put in a slot for, or an attachment for a key hook of any kind. That's it about this backpack. And minus some minor photos that I have to do here and there, that's it. There's nothing else special about this backpack. It is quite thin. And because it's thin, it makes it very easy to carry on day trips for, say for instance, you're going out and you just want a few sheets of paper or a folder, or you're out in my case, I'm out training and I wanted to carry my lunch with me in the little bento thing and maybe a couple of folders here and there. It's not bad. But if you want to do full business day, I got a whole bunch of million things to do, it's not going to suit you that well. Now, unfortunately, I'm using my tablet to record this, so I can't really show you how the tablet looks in here. But I got my case. So, as you can see, fits in here nicely. For a tablet, this would be a perfect little backpack if you were able to find one of these nice, delectable little backpacks. There's not a lot to this backpack. I love the color scheme. It's gray and orange. Myself and one of my nephews, we both love that color scheme, the gray and orange color scheme. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else that I can really tell you about this backpack. The material is pretty much, I mean, this is not ballistic nylon. This is not hardcore. This is not CCW anything. I mean, if you want to put a bazooka in here, good luck, go for it. But for the most part, it ain't made for that. This is just a regular dude backpack. And the design of the backpack is kind of like the Japanese high school backpack, but thinner, like a lot thinner. And like I said, it's got these nipples on the top, and it's an interesting backpack. It's a nice backpack, but it does turn heads when you walk around with it. And if you open it up in that orange, it just like pops out, and people are like, whoa, what the heck is that? Kind of thing. This is an interesting backpack. That's all I got to say about that.